Hi, everybody. I am a few minutes late. Matty Tarot will be here shortly. I'm just getting set up. Hi, everybody. Say hello. Say hello. And it's Mystery Monday, so we're going to do readings. Today, I am going to do 3-month readings using the time period of April, May, and June. So I'll be doing that. General readings or questions. And Matty will be here. Hello, you guys. And Matty should be here in a couple minutes. I'm just kind of getting stuff together. I just, it's one of those things where I got a package at the door right when it's time to go live. But I needed to get it. I'm just taking the label off my water. So there, I have water. It's not Fluid Friday, but I got water. Okay. I'm going to say good evening, Marianne. Hi, Kay. Hi, Seashells. Hi, Tiffany. And you're excited about spring? If it would stop raining here, I'd be a lot more excited. Let's see. Lynn's came in. Let me look quickly. We don't have enough time, and I know I don't do anything like we give a name of a place and who is going to hire you and all of that and the title of your role. With tarot cards, I do that kind of stuff differently. So usually on these fast readings that we do, Lynn's, we're just looking to see if you're going to get a job, that type of thing. Hi, Valletta. Carlos, hi. I am okay. It's raining. You know what? We're supposed to rain again because that's all we've been getting is rain. And we actually had a pleasant day today, Wednesday. Okay, you guys, anybody coming to San Diego? Come Wednesday and then go home on Thursday because Wednesday's it's going to be like in the 80s. It's going to be nice, but then it's going to rain on like Friday. I'm so tired of the rain. Valletta, just drop your question, post your question, general reading or whatever you want into the comments. I'm waiting for Matty, and I'll go over the rules and all of that. But start getting your questions in. Now, as the time goes by, then please repost them. Okay, if you didn't get the reading. So a question, I'm going to be looking at 3 months, April, May, and June tonight. I can look at questions and do a general reading, whatever you want. Okay, so you guys just put that in. And I see Tiffany has, okay, Lynn's 3 month. Mary Ann. So how we're going to do this, and we're here Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. If you don't get, we do random selection. And if you don't get a reading tonight, come in on Wednesday and say, hey, I was here Monday and I'm new or whatever. I didn't get a reading, and we'll try to, kind of go from that. Well, there's Mr. Matty Tarot.
Hi, I'm
I'm going to turn up the volume here.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I had it down low.
Okay, I'm so sorry.
That's fine. Go ahead.
It's been a day over here, to say the least. But
okay,
the show must go on.
it must. I have my camera was on the floor, and now I don't have it quite. Maybe if I go this way, I'll be in the center more. So it's just going over everything. But I didn't go over the rules. So you need to be 18 or older to get a reading. No medical, no legal, please, including pregnancy. Let's see. Don't put anybody's name in your requests because we won't show it. And you can say person of interest, an ex, relative, whatever, a neighbor. I don't care, just not their first name, okay? And these are free readings. And if you'd like to tip anybody, we have live links in the description, and it's scrolling across underneath. So, Mystery Monday. Everything's a
Mystery
mystery.
Monday.
Oh, you're getting all protective up and cleared?
Yeah, there's just some like weird energy over here. I'm just
You always
trying to
have
cleanse it
something
out.
weird. You have orbs, or you have like, like one day I swear I saw somebody like this weird, like a hand or something over there in that corner.
Yikes. That's
I
okay.
didn't tell you that.
I'm just there's been like some activity today, so like I'm just like, what's going on? But
Paranormal activity?
I believe so. But
Okay. Well, do you have any bad
no
feelings?
hands, no hands.
Oh,
But
well, that's good.
you know what? I'm not gonna feed into it.
Wait a minute. I never told you a story.
Oh, okay. Tell me the
I
story.
got to tell you, because I remembered it, and I was like, oh my God. When people are talking about shadow people and stuff, and I go, oh my gosh. I woke up one night and I looked over, it's a king size bed, and I looked over and there was ambient light, and there were two guys.
Oh.
There were two guys. Oh, yeah, there was nothing from the waist down. Nothing. The rest of it was black, black, color. And they were shadow people. And it was so crazy that when the guy on the left would turn his head, you could see his hair move
Oh my
and
gosh.
stuff. And it was like, oh my God. The other guy was taller, and it took me off guard. So it was a little bit like, just shut up, Debbie, and watch. Don't move, because I
Yeah.
happened to be by myself. And I watched them for a long time, and they were talking to each other. And then the creepy thing, the one on the left turned and looked straight at me.
Mm.
And you could see his hair, kind of tossing and turning. I went, oh, what's he going to do? And he turned back and he's talking to this other guy. So I don't know if they were just kind of waiting, saying, you can do this medium stuff. Are you going to talk to us or what? And then, I fell asleep. They disappeared, whatever. But I was like, I'm not saying nothing. So that was like crazy, because I could see their profiles, everything, but they were jet black.
Wow, that's I've had an experience kind of like, I'm sorry, did you see that? Did you see
what?
that?
I was looking at me.
You didn't see?
What?
I don't know. I thought the curtain moved, but
I'm sorry, I didn't see that. Did anybody see anything?
maybe it was just the wind. I don't know.
Who's not here yet is Kim. She's always saying that something's going on behind you.
She did say that one time. Oh my
She
gosh.
says it all the time.
Okay, sorry. Anyway, so shadow people. No, one time. Okay, I have an interesting story like that. One time I was I was going out of I was in the hallway. It was like in the middle of the night. I was at my parents' house, and I was going through the hallway, and in the bathroom, like the door was open, and there's like a small window in the like near the ceiling of the bathroom. So the moonlight was coming through, and so in the bathroom, just standing in the bathroom, was the silhouette of a man, just standing there in the bathroom, and I legitimately thought it was my father, and I thought he was just up for some reason and in there, and it startled me. So then I was going through the hallway, I looked over, and I went, oh, I like kind of went, oh, and I said, oh my gosh, you scared me. And then the person didn't say anything, and I said, Dad, and I like reached into the bathroom and turned the light on, and there's nobody in there, and it spooked me, and I just was like, oh, okay. I was like,
they were solid then, not see-through. They were solid. I mean, the apparition was,
it was just a solid shadow.
Oh my! A shadow. Okay.
I thought it was a silhouette of a person. I thought it was my father standing in the dark in the bathroom, And I said, "Oh my gosh, you scared me." And then nothing. They didn't say anything, and so I turned the light on, and there's nobody in the bathroom.
Nobody
I
there.
was
Oh
like,
my God.
"Ooh."
We could have our own television show. I tell you.
Yeah, that was
Well,
pretty creepy. Okay, you
you
guys.
know, I
Oh,
got my book here. If we ever need it, Protective Magic. I wrote this, guys. It's for sale on Amazon and Barnes and Noble and all that. Oh, there's my sister. She says spooky.
I love it.
Okay.
You guys, speaking of
Okay.
shadow,
Shadows.
it's Mystery Monday, so we're gonna do shadow work. What's that shadow?
I
Put your
know what it
guesses.
is.
Put your guesses in the comments.
I better not say anything, but I know what that is.
You're allowed to guess.
Oh, a Jack in the Box. Poop. Yeah.
Pop goes the weasel.
Oh, goes pop, not poop.
Pop goes the weasel. What's that shadow?
What is that? Put in the comments what you think that is. God's daughter. We won't put up any requests if you put somebody's name in it. So you have to kind of take that name out.
Put it in the comments, guys. What's that shadow?
What's that shadow? Hey, my sister Dorothy, what's that shadow? Put it in the comments. Okay. I love our games. What's the matter?
There's just like weird noises in here right now.
Like knocking or talking?
Like clanging or something.
Clanging?
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know what it would be though. Like
Give
it's
some holy water.
like a chain.
You did your sage. I can see sage.
Yeah.
Spray a little bit around you.
And yeah, I mean, I always say the mantra, I'm a light being, I'm made of light, I walk in light, and nothing of darkness can touch me. I cleanse my space.
Yeah. Oh, somebody's asking to see the shadow again.
Oh.
Oh, wait. Seashell says she hears clanking. I didn't hear anything.
You heard clanking?
Yeah, Seashell says, here, I'll bring it up.
Yeah, there's like a, I don't know what it would be, but.
Oh, I love this. Valletta is like, rebuke the spirit.
Yeah, right. What's that shadow?
There you go. Valletta, that is what you have to guess. And hide. There we go. And Seashells, here's a female voice.
And a female voice. Oh my gosh.
You guys,
I didn't hear that.
Is that going to bother you, or do we need to take care of it? Are you okay for now?
Are you talking to me or Seashell?
You.
I mean, like, I'm okay. I mean, there's
Okay.
I've had my fair share of like activity like that. Like one time when I was in this very same space, actually, I had this microphone plugged in and I had these headphones on, and I heard through the Okay, am I crazy?
I don't know. I can't hear that.
You can't hear. Okay.
Wait, it says, Marianne says, your light is changing on your right side. Different levels of low light. I get to see my glasses because I can't see anything. I'm going to start watching you. I'm watching you from now on. All right. Oh, it's this way. Not that way.
Sorry. I'm so sorry. This is just
It's wanting attention, Cecil says.
Clearly it does.
Okay. Where were we? Now I'm lost on what we were talking about.
I don't remember. I'm kind of shook right now.
Yeah. Oh, you are? Okay.
Okay.
I mean, I've had crazy things. I've had things that if I had on camera, I'd be a zillionaire. So Tiffany says, no, you're not crazy. Okay. All right.
Thank you, Tiffany.
Go ahead.
I enjoy everybody participating. I see everyone saying it's a Jack in the Box, Jack in the Box, Jack in the Box. And you guys put your questions. Put your questions. Share the show. Tell your friends. Put your questions. Get a reading.
I know somebody wants a 3-month reading, so I'm going to grab that.
Seashells, I do the same thing.
When something like that happens, I start empowering myself and yelling it out. Yeah, tell it to get out. Unless you feel like it's friendly, you know.
Yeah.
Maybe you want it, people want it around, I'm telling you. Okay, let me go. Okay, we're going to start doing readings. So it's going to go back and forth like that. And then when Matty comes back up for air, then he's going to tell you what he's got, what tools he'll be using tonight.
Tonight, I'm going to be using my lovely tarot deck, the Rider-Waite tarot deck. And I've got my dice, and I've got my pendulum. And I've got my spirit friend or enemy. I'm not sure yet, but no, I'm kidding.
All right.
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I've got my pendulum, my dice, my tarot, and what's the other one? Sorry, I'm a little shook. Oh, the inner guidance messages.
Oh, okay. I like those little cards. I like the charms. I like all those things that you do. I am going to pick lens. Okay. So I'm going to do a 3-month reading, April, May, and June. This is going to take me a minute to connect to your energy. Just give me a second. Then we'll be going pretty fast back and forth. Okay, 3-month reading, April, May, and June. Okay, I'm going to take some cards. It's going to take me a second. What was that?
I don't know.
Sounded like a gunshot.
That was, yeah, really loud. I don't even know what would be making that noise in here. Like,
well, what? I don't know. Water heater.
Okay, hold on.
Know.
So sorry. Okay, light this. Why isn't this working? Of course, this doesn't want to work the moment I need it, right?
Of course. You know, spirits play with lamps and lights and electricity.
Right.
Okay.
All right. I'm a light being. I'm made of light. I walk in the light, and nothing of darkness can touch me. I call upon the white light of Jesus Christ to flood every nook and cranny from floor to ceiling, wall to wall of this space. If you have darkness, you are not welcome here. If you have darkness, you are not welcome here. I rebuke thee. Leave this space immediately. I am a light being made of light. I walk in light, and nothing of darkness can touch me. I'm a light being made of light. I walk in the light, and nothing of darkness can touch me. Won't he do it? Yes, he will. Amen.
Okay. Are we good? Should I go ahead and go with this reading?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can go.
Okay. Lens, what I get for you, the first card that represents you is the one of strength, of facing your fears, being strong, and all of that. I love this card. Crossing over you in temporary energy is drawing in and manifesting everything that you want. The money, the wealth, everything that you want. I want good relationships. I want every family to be good, everything. You have the best card in the tarot deck, which is the temporary energy over you. So if it were in your reading, I say, here we go. But right now it's coming in and you're manifesting that in. I do get that you're going to get a reward. Something that you want comes in. Whatever work, whatever you put out there to the universe or out into the world is going to come back to you. I do have that you had something built up in the past and you've left and you're going in a new direction. They are telling me for April to watch your spending. What? Are you okay? What? What was that?
What?
I'd say your little protection prayer did not work.
It's mad.
Oh.
Um,
I wouldn't
I'm sorry. I'm
channel
kind of
it.
like shook up right now.
Okay.
Okay. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Please go on, Debbie. Stop.
Oh, okay. All right.
This.
Okay. And you know what? Ask the archangels to come protect you. Archangel Michael. That's a good one. Okay. Sorry. So it does show me in April lens to sit on your money, save your money, don't spend it. Okay.
I
can see what happened. Uh-oh. Hello. I don't know what's going on. How do you go out black like that? Matty, are you there? Hello? Well, maybe his phone went off or something. I'm going to finish this, Lens. What I do have for you is a partnership mid to end of April. Harmony in a partnership, getting along with someone really well. When we get to May, you have the Ace of Cups. You have the World card. Great cards. The Ace of Cups means open heart, blessings, and joy. My heart is open for every good thing to come in. And when I get that, okay, he's dropped off. So we'll wait for him to come back in a minute. So Ace of Cups, open heart, blessings, and joy. I'm ready for all that great stuff to come in. Also, it's a fertility card, by the way. It does show me you getting whatever you want in this time period of mid to end of May, like your heart's desires, whatever you want, making a change for the better in your home, your career. Maybe you're going to see the world, but I get you getting your desires and hitting your goals here. So whatever you want comes in. It's very strong. In June, I want you to, you have this card of rushing into things or an uncommitting male is here, and I get some heartache, by the way. So June, I feel like we have something going on here. I don't know if somebody steps in, something doesn't work out. We have a little bit of a broken heart, but that's what I have for you in June. And that's what I have for you right now. So hopefully Matty will be coming back in. He must have some technical difficulties or some problem with his phone. I'll be looking at somebody next. You hear something like a woman's voice? I don't hear anything. It keeps saying, hey. That's weird. I don't know. Maybe we should say a prayer for him. I got a prayer. Don't I have a prayer? Let me see. I teach this stuff. Here we go. Wait a minute. I teach this stuff. I have something in here. Here we go. You think it's a demon? Just in case, I'm going to do this. The banishment chant. You guys need to have like affirmations and stuff like this anyway. So everybody, you can say it. You can say it for him. Demon, hear my voice, my decree. Return to void, to forgotten sea. Your chains unravel, your darkness wanes. In this rhyme's echo, your power drains. Now, maybe it heard me. That'd be really cool. Okay, I don't have any message. Oh, I didn't look at my phone to see if there's a message from him or not. So we'll make sure that say a little prayer for him that he can come back in. You know, I want him to come back in. That'd be great. I have a little stack of that kind of stuff. So hopefully he's not, fighting a demon right now. That'd be pretty good. Okay, let me look and see what else we have. You guys didn't expect, this stuff happens though. Happens at my house a lot. Except for if I tell them to go, they go. Seashells, you're getting your hair washed at the salon. Oh, that to me is a luxury. I'd love that. Okay. I'm looking for someone to do a reading for Marianne, let's do you. Here we go. All right. What can you expect for the next 3 months? Whatever they give me, love, finances. Oh, they need a boost. Oh, you know what, Marianne? Manifest for what, if you want love to come in, or if you want money to come in. You can get my book. Just go to psychicfixes@gmail and be the manifesting book. In there is commanding energy, and then just speak it out. What, and tell them what you want. How much money do you want? What do you want as far as love coming in? Okay. Law of attraction works pretty good. Okay, I'm going to connect your energy right now. Okay. April, May, and June. You know what? I gotta check my phone and see if he texted me. Sorry, you guys. Kind of a weird day. All right. Hey,
Debbie,
what's going on?
I'm so scared right now.
What happened?
April Fool!
April Fools, you guys. Oh my gosh.
April Fools.
I was like, he's gonna prank me. Because I go, but you were gone too long. But I banished the demon for you and all that.
Thank you, Debbie. Sorry, guys. There was no activity. I'm sorry, 1 second. There was no activity. This was the demon, my lovely husband.
Hi, thank you. That was funny. Oh, that was funny. Okay, I'm going to do this reading for Marianne. And then I'm going to tell you, I have to pop out just for a minute too, but it's all right.
Oh, you're fine. Okay, guys. So sorry. It is April Fool's Day. That was all fake. And the woman's voice you were hearing is my mother. She's in the garden in the back, and she's saying things. So you probably hear faintly her voice. And and then my husband was going around, and he was like knocking on things and shaking the curtain. So
okay, I'm going to do Marianne real fast. Marianne, you have a great card down. It means that you're actively wanting everything to come into your life that you can manifest or think of. So you're on a really good, the right track right now to have good things come in. You have the energy of, bringing in, I'm telling you, like you manifesting something in really good for you. In the future, it shows me there may be a wedding or a family reunion or something coming in. I do get in the past, marking dates of fond memories of some kind. So in April, I do feel like, now I'm going to tell you this, I do feel like something surprising comes in. I'm not worried about it because I can see good news of money coming in, and that money will come in on a regular basis with potential to grow. Let me just take a couple of, I do feel like what is they're showing me for the first 2 weeks of April is some kind of ending. It would be like, okay, I'm really finished with something. I'm happy to leave it. Okay. But I do feel like out of that comes the money thing. So the money improves. In May, I feel like you're really stuck there. And I'm going to take a couple more cards. I don't know if it's relationship or something or about a strong male. And there could be, I'm just getting you make the right decision. I get, even though this is a legal card, I go make the right decision, a strong male, maybe a relationship. And I just think that it's not going well at that point. When I get to June, I do get you having a chance to kind of skate along, not being drama and all that, and be able to manifest what you want to come into your life and having these great, big, wonderful dreams about it. So I got to, I'll be right back. Okay, Maddie?
Okay, no problem. All right, everybody. So, I've chosen Nia Anderson. So, before I get into your reading, Nia, I just want to say my condolences go out to you and your family at this time. I'm so sorry to hear that your father has passed. May he rest in paradise. And I do want to just say, Valletta Ford, hi. Yes, you said hi, Maddie. And I see your comment. You said, where was it? You said, is he okay? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry if I scared any of you. I'm totally okay. I'm totally fine. All right. So, Nia. So at this time, Nia, you're feeling rather, you're feeling stuck. It's weighing heavy on you, what has happened. You kind of feel like wedged between, I don't know if this is the right term or saying to use in this moment, but wedged between a rock and a hard place. That's usually, you say that when you have to make a decision and you don't like either of the choices. So maybe that loosely applies here, but essentially you're feeling stagnant, stuck, like like there's just a blockade that you're facing at this time, and it's hard for you to move forward. On top of that, there's going to be some legal issues that are not legal issues, but legal matters that need to be handled. Maybe you are maybe you're responsible for handling your dad's estate. I'm not really sure here, but there's something in regard to, legalities here that I see working in your favor. So that's something that obviously is not going to it's not going to help with any of the pain you're feeling, obviously, in regard to your father passing, but it will at least alleviate some of the material stress or the outside or the stressful, some of the factors that are stressful in day-to-day life, on top of this emotional grieving, the grieving you're going through. You're being asked to see the light. You're being asked to see the light, see the hope, to accept what has happened. I know that's the grieving process, or the process of losing somebody is different for everybody. So I don't want to tell you how to do it. You do it in your own way. Everybody does it in their own way. But the 5 stages of grief. Yeah, I'm sure you've heard this before. There's the denial. Then I don't know the order of it. Actually, let's look it up. Let's look it up right now, because I don't want to. Let's see. The 5 stages of grief are denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance. So essentially, the Fool here is that journey through grief. Turning the new leaf on. Bargaining with it, trying to find acceptance, find how to step forward into this new, how do you say, this new energy that it's very different. It causes a shift in your family. I do believe so. And I don't see, I see somebody, I don't know if this blockage is something emotional within you, or if it's somebody physically, like in your family, that is being difficult and making things harder for you in regard to the legal matters that you're going to be handling. But I do, again, see that going in your favor. So Just know that. Don't let that additionally stress you out. Because yeah, look at this, 9 of Cups. You get, obviously, again, I can't stress enough. I'm sorry, I'm tiptoeing around this. I can't stress enough. Obviously, the loss of your father is significant. And when I sit here and say you get what you want here, I mean, obviously, I'm not referring. You want your father to be okay, you know. But so I'm not referring to that. But this goes well in your favor. You do overcome this. I'll say that. That's the most gentle, easiest way I could say this. I do see you overcoming this. I do see you finding the silver lining. I do see you finding acceptance. I do see you in sort of it's like a sadness. It's like a heavy sadness. Have you ever had a sadness that makes you smile? It's like, wow, that's really sad. That's really emotionally moving, but you smile and you give that grace and that faith. That's kind of, I mean, that's the overwhelming feeling I'm feeling here, is that I guess I would just call that acceptance, really. I'm not sure if I have the words for that, but this is a process for you. And you're going to go through a time right now that is, it seems a little dark, but understand that the sun does come back out. You know, I always say with the moon card, it's like there's a lot of processing of emotion that needs to go on here. And what is really important about emotion is that we must honor our emotions. They are temporary. They're not going to last forever. We're not going to always feel one way. And so the more we accept and honor our emotions and validate ourselves, the faster we can move through them. And the only way out is through. So allowing that sadness, allowing that anger, obviously in a healthy way. Don't take it out unnecessarily on people that don't deserve it. But allowing that anger, allowing a space for you to feel it's okay to not be okay. Sometimes you don't always have. We're not robots. We don't have to walk around and be like these mechanical machines that just show up and always are productive and always have the most positive things to say. It's like that's like robotic. It's even toxic positivity. So don't dishonor your unpleasant feelings, is what I'm saying. The more you honor them and not try to push them away, the quicker you'll get through them. And that's what you're really being asked to do here, in order to see this through and see the light at the end of the tunnel and find that justice, find that new beginning for yourself, and find that new desire for yourself, and moving how you face these upcoming challenges moving forward. I will leave you with one last thing. A lot of times when we're feeling down or sad, we'll try to find something to lift our spirits or make us happy or distract us. And that is avoidance. So when I say honor your emotions, don't think that, okay, I'm feeling sad or I'm feeling down, I'm just going to go distract myself with something. That's not actually helping you at all. It's actually just, it's avoidance, and it's pushing those emotions down, and they're going to stay in your body. And so you're not releasing them from your emotional body. So find a good, a healthy outlet for yourself to be able to express these emotions. Maybe it's journaling. Maybe it's, I mean, I know it sounds crazy, but I tell my sister and my mom this sometimes. I'm like, if you need to get in your car and go for a drive, roll all the windows up and just scream out all the things that make you angry at the top of your lungs. Just like scream them out with no holds bars. What's that word? What's that saying? No holds bars or something like that. No holding back. Do it. You'll feel a lot better afterward, I promise you. But honor those unpleasant emotions. That's how you'll get through them, and that's how you'll find the light again, okay? I send you all of the best wishes and all of my loving support in this time. And that is all I have for you this evening. All right, y'all. So let's see. Debbie, I don't know where Debbie went, but maybe she's fighting that demon. That demon that was in here. All right. So I will select another person for a reading, but we're doing shadow work. What's that shadow? Mystery Monday. You guys have already put your guesses in. Everyone's saying, what are y'all saying? Jack in the Box? It's a Jack in the Box. Jack in the Box. So if you think it's a Jack in the Box, put that in. If you think it's something else, take your guesses. We're gonna announce a prize at the end of the show for whoever got it right. Okay, I'm only gonna keep it up for like 10 more seconds while I'm selecting someone for a reading. All right. All right. All right, so I have selected M. Hello, may I be added? So M, we don't have like a list that we add people to. You just get randomly selected, and so we scroll through and we just randomly pick, and you've been selected. So I will be pulling cards for you. And you're a new subscriber. Well, welcome. Thank you for joining us. We're here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 6:30 p.m. And let's see. So, Em, could you do me a favor? I'm not going to put up your question. I know you posted it. I'm not going to put it up, though, because you put personal names. So we can't have any personal names. If you'd like me to put up your question, just rewrite it without the personal names. You can say the person of interest, my person of interest, or, the person that's on my mind, however you want to write it. Or I can just leave this up if you don't want to rewrite it. That's fine as well, because I see your question. So it says, may I please know current feelings, intentions of person of interest toward, I would imagine that's you. So let's see. You've been through a lot with this person. Had some ups and downs. There's been some drama. I'm getting the message that you guys aren't currently. Are you guys in no contact right now? Is that what it is, or is there just a lot of distance? It's either long distance, or you haven't spoken in a long period of time, or your communication has drastically dwindled or lessened than from what it used to be, and it's almost non-existent, or you guys are in no contact. One of those. But there's less contact, long distance. Okay, so that's what I was thinking. So I think that's the first one I said. Anyway, so you ruminate over this, over certain things, over you're constantly thinking about this person. You're trying to manifest them into your life. You might even be trying to save up money to go see them, or you've talked about it. There's some sort of desire for saving in order to carry out a plan that was loosely talked about. Let's see. We're going to see what their current intentions are. Let's see. Or he wants to see you. Okay. So here's the thing. He's hurt. I don't know if I think it's from a past relationship, but he's kind of healing and still, and he's not doing it in a way that is actually like, how do I say? He's not doing it in a way that is going to be, it's not going to heal properly. What he's doing is he's trying to heal by filling in that void, or filling in that space with you, with attention from you, with the validation from you, or whatever it is, whatever he gets from you, he's filling in those spaces with that. And that is just, I mean, I don't want to be negative here, but that's a recipe for disaster most of the time, because when the person doesn't give the things that they feel they are lacking within themselves, if they don't give themselves those things, well, you will inevitably fall short at being able to give them those things at some point or another. And then if they're expecting that from you, they take that out on you typically. So beware of this. You should, if you don't know how, or you're not really familiar with it, you need to learn to set boundaries. You need to learn to check in with self. That's very important here, because this person is healing, and that can get a little rocky. Because ultimately underneath, they feel this Ten of Swords energy, which is like failure, despair. They feel like, so like their biggest fear is failure. And for that reason, because of that fear, they limit themselves, they keep themselves held back by ways of sabotaging. And that's because they don't believe that it's going to work out, or they're going to get something. So what I'm going to say is this. You feel stuck at a crossroads. You feel really like conflicted about something. You don't know. Yeah, look at this. You have the Two of Swords and the Eight of Swords. You are really in your head about something, and you like, it's like he's pushing this way and you're pushing this way, and it's not budging. And it's just remaining in where it's at. And so that energy is somewhat exhausting, to say the least. And it is something that is a mental loop. So what's happening is you guys aren't actually having the conversation that needs to be had. You're talking about all the surface stuff. So, for example, it's like when two people get in an argument, this is just an example, when two people get in an argument and they're exchanging these words back and forth in a heated, angry manner, it's like at the end of the day, it's not about you, it's not about the person calling you, whatever, you're being childish or something. It's like, it's not about the person saying whatever they said in that moment, really. What it's about is how that made us feel. So whatever, because two people can hear the same thing and feel different ways about it. It's like, I may not be offended by a certain thing, and this person over here might be offended by that very same statement or something, so that very same action or behavior from the person. So it's really, at the end of the day, how did that make you feel? How did you relate to it? How did you identify with what was said, done, or whatever was going on? And that is what the argument is about. And a lot of the times people get into this never-ending merry-go-round circus about fighting all about the surface level stuff, like, you didn't do the dishes, you didn't do the trash, and why do you always leave your socks on the floor? Like, it's not even about that. It's not even about that. It's about, I feel disrespected when I give you, when I'm trying to help, and it seems like you blow it off. That makes me feel disrespected. That makes me feel unseen. That makes me feel invalidated and less important. And it makes, so that's what it's about. And if you're not just, so I always say this, skip the surface level, talking about all the stuff that happened, because it does largely no good to go over let's just rehash everything that happened. And it's like, no. Talk about your feelings. Get to the emotions. Just skip over all that and just go, and this is how I felt. This is when this happened, I felt this way. And I would appreciate, and then you got to give a suggestion about how it could be solved. So when this happened, I felt this way, and I would really appreciate if we could approach something like that in the future this way. That's my suggestion. What's your suggestion? So it should be an open conversation that you invite somebody in to have with you, to where a solution is co-created together. and we're talking about emotions, and talking about them is releasing them, working through them with another person. So I don't see that happening. I see this rumination, a mental loop, talking about the surface things over and over and over, and really it largely is, it's just it's exhausting you. I do see a transition though. Either whether this is a transition into what I was just saying and better communication patterns, or it's a transition moving on, letting go. But I do see, what you don't see coming is the giving here, the Six of Pentacles, which is giving. So what I do believe is that the transition is, I feel like you've been holding back a lot. You've been really closed off in a way, and keeping a distance, but you are going to transition into a different energy to where you are more open to giving. Understand that the secret to receiving is giving. Okay. That's all that's coming through this evening. So that's all I have for you. Okay. I hope it helped.
Thank you. Okay, I've got Dorothy. Hopefully you're still here. The first thing that I get for you, Dorothy, is the Queen of Swords, and I'm a Queen of Swords. And so that is a really great card of strength and compassion, a high sense of justice of what's right and wrong and all of that. Very loving and intelligent card. Crossing you in temporary energy is the thought of maybe having your own business or selling some products. And I know that you're an artist, but I get the possibility or the thought of selling some stuff. I get good news for you in the future as well. The past position shows me you got a wish come true, and something that you really wanted came in. They are showing me juggling money a little bit. So just make sure that you are budgeting your money, manifesting for it to come in. It does show me that you're going to walk away from something, like you were doing something a certain way, and your future lies in a different direction. So I see you going there, going away from something. So I do get this card of teacher and mentor. I don't know if somebody's going to come in and show you how to do something, but I do know that as far as what I know of you, that you could do this. There may be a time that you can give good advice, or you can show somebody how to actually do something. And that's a really good skill, and that makes money as well. I do get a party or celebration for you. I also get kind of a masculine energy that comes in. Not really strong, but that kind of feeling of masculinity. I feel like somebody that might be around the water, very kind, devoted, very nice person. And I do get an offer that comes in with this person, as far as, do you want to do this type of thing? And you're unsure. So you may get some kind of offer to work with this person in the future. So let me just grab a card and see how that would go, just so that we have that as an ending. Let me grab it. Okay. Let me tell you, so this person that offers something to you, I do get the devil card. So that means no, it's negative energy. So whatever this person is proposing, hey, let's go into and do this, it's a no for me. All right. And that's what I have for you.
That was lovely.
Loverly.
Lovely. Okay, let's see. Let's see. I'm so sorry. Juan Melendez. All right. Let's see. One moment more. Juan. Hope you're here, Juan. Okay, so Licky, sorry, I want to say Licky Rayana Te Kohitu. Licky Rayana Te Kohitu. I hope I'm saying that correctly. I'm sorry. We're here every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time doing free readings. So please submit your question. And because you say, may you get a reading. If you're asking for a general, I believe that may be what you're asking for. But if you would like to get more specific with your question, you just submit it into the live chat. It's a random selection that we choose. So, but again, we're here every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So if we don't get to you on the day that, you're here, then come back the next time and just let us know and we'll try to get to you then. Okay. But go ahead and submit your question if you'd like. Okay. So Juan Melendez. Juan, I do see here that you have this nostalgic energy around you right now. So there's something on your mind that is very heavy and you are just kind of reminiscing about something. You may be feeling like you've finally uncovered some sort of truth in a past situation, or maybe you're saying, that the truth and you've always known, but like you're reminiscing and feeling this nostalgia about it because it didn't play out in the way that you had anticipated or hoped. But you have this idea in your mind that you're like, well, I know the truth, so that's all right with me. And honestly, I'm going to say this. I don't see anything wrong with that because you got to live your truth. And it's so important. And one of the things that we have to accept is, and it's really hard actually for me to accept it, for myself to accept it. And for us, I've known other people that have trouble accepting that you can have two opposing truths. So your truth can be very true for you. And then another person's truth could be directly in opposition to yours. And guess what? Theirs is still true and theirs is still valid. So there can be opposing truths that exist. And sometimes, I don't know if this applies to your situation, but sometimes you will be the enemy in somebody's story. Sometimes, and that's their truth. And honestly, it has a lot less, you know who you are in your heart. So, I mean, if you did something that you shouldn't have done, it was a mistake, and you truly are sorry for it, I mean, that's the best you can do. You could ask for forgiveness, you can apologize, you can, but I do think that this person and you have been in a separation, or you are just thinking back about it and it just didn't work out the way you wanted it to. I don't think you did anything to them, but just understand that it really has nothing to do with you and a lot more to do with them. So when somebody has an opposing truth to ours, it's like, that's about them. That's about their story. That's about how they relate to the world. That's, how they, and again, this does not apply if you actually did something, but I'm not getting here that you did. You did really anything wrong. It just didn't work out. You guys just, grew apart. But let's see what's really going on here. Hold on. Yeah, I see this like really fierce independence that it caused. Maybe I'm getting this air of like you're very like, you don't let people in close, and this person you did, and that's why you think back on it, because it's like you have never really let somebody in that close before, and so it's kind of left you with this idea. It's made you put a wall up, and it's left you with this idea that's like, see, I knew I shouldn't. This is why I don't open up to people. This is why I'm not vulnerable with people. This is why I don't let people in like that. This is why, I knew it, the truth, that I shouldn't have done that. And that's, just understand that that's like your programming that's talking here. It's like, you never, deep down, you want that type of a relationship with somebody. So, and I can see that here, but you can't ever get that if you don't let your walls down and learn how to be vulnerable and understand that there's a risk that comes with that. And so it's kind of like the journey you're on right now, is like learning how to, I say it like this: boundaries are so important. I think I say it almost in every reading: boundaries. So boundaries are like, they're not hard walls that we put up. That's not a boundary. That's a wall. That's an emotional block. That's not a boundary. A boundary is like a line in the sand that can be moved and negotiated through healthy communication. So it's like, it's exactly what it says it is: a boundary, and it can be shifted, as long as there's the proper communication. But I essentially think of it like this: here's your garden, and you have this nice fence around it. It's not a wall, but it's this cute picket fence, whatever. And there's a nice gate that you let people into the garden, and you let them in such a way that they're not trouncing all over your plants. So that's what a boundary does. That's what boundaries do. They let people, they're not to, so understand, a boundary should never punish someone or should never take anything away from somebody. That's not a boundary. A boundary is about letting people in in the capacity that allows them to build a healthy relationship with you. So right now you're learning how to do that, and how to really understanding what boundaries are and how to communicate them. Okay, I'm going to pull one more card. It's all a matter of choices. You got the 7 of Cups here. Choices. There's good choices, there's bad choices. A lot of times in life, our ego will creep up on us, and it will grab, and it will try to hold on, and our pride will get in the way. And so we have a choice. And a lot of times in the moment of emotional turbulence or some sort of high emotion, we tend to listen to the ego a lot more. It's really hard to train yourself to get into the rhythm or get used to listening to your higher voice. And so here's what I do personally. I ask myself constantly, because we know what our behavior, we know the types of reactions our behavior is going to get. We know what is going to happen if we do a certain thing, say a certain thing. We're pretty well able to tell what's going to happen. So understand, what's my true intention here? What's my goal? What do I want out of this situation? And if the actions you're about to take in any given moment are not going to directly move you toward that goal, then you change the action, change the way you approach and handle the situation. It's called responding instead of reacting. So, for example, we get angry, that thing comes into our head, we want to say that snarky thing back, because we're like, oh, but then you think about, okay, I'm upset right now because I feel invalidated or unheard, or I feel distance and disconnection, and I want connection and closeness. I want to be validated. I want to feel heard. I want to stop fighting. I want to have a good, time with this person, or whatever it is. So saying that snarky thing and popping off and, is not going to accomplish any of those goals. So looking past the pride, past the ego, to see what are my desires and how do I align my behavior with those, so it's in alignment with those desires. And then communicating through it. That's really, it's all a matter of choices, and it's constant, day to day, hour to hour. We have to make these choices. Okay. I see you making the right choices though, and achieving a sense of harmony here and balance, which is marked by temperance here. So that's really, really good. And I do wish you the best in your circumstances. That's all I have for you this evening.
Thank you, Matty. Andrea hasn't had a reading yet, right? Andrea 54?
No, I don't believe so.
I pulled some cards for her. Hi, Andrea. I want to tell you the first card that came down for you is male. And so I'm just going to tell you, this could be somebody that is coming in the future in priority in your life. I feel like a strong personality, strong opinions, am physically fit, and I get a smart guy. But this isn't who I see with you right now, but I get this person for the future. I get a little bit of challenge for you, hard to go forward, don't want to go backwards. You're kind of hanging in there. That's the energy in. You want to keep going forwards and not get stuck. I do get that you're talented. It shows me in the future that you're going to do something really well. I feel like maybe even celebrated for something that you do. And so it's a strong talent card. Past position, there may have been a party or celebration that I see. When let's see, you are asking about love life. I do have a many-minded male here, and I get getting along really well with this person. Partnership wise, we get along. I do get a new path coming, but I'm gonna tell you, I don't know if it's kind of difficult or not, because I think it's a lot. I think this relationship is going to end up being like a lot on you, a lot going on, that type of thing. I get fond memories of the past, and I get make sure that you are watching your money. When I get this card, it means for the future, you need to make sure you have some saved. But the fact is, as far as big love cards, I just getting along really well. Okay. And maybe even marking a time of remembrance with him. But I don't have the big things I want to see, the bigger love cards. But the Harmony Partnership card is very, very good. All right. And, but we have two men here, just to let you know. Okay. And that's what I have for you.
All right. Okay. So, shadow work. That obviously was way too easy because everybody got it. Duh.
Yay! Where's the clown?
It's the Jack in the Box. But here's the thing. So, you are, the prize is, a reading with me, a thorough reading. So that's my median, that's my middle one. And Debbie, you were the first one to say it, but I can't give it to you.
No.
So the second person to say it, I believe, was Dorothy Cotton.
All right. Yay.
So, Dorothy Cotton, you are the winner of the shadow work. What's that shadow? And the prize is a free of charge reading, a thorough, in-depth reading of your choice of, your intention of choice. And go ahead and contact me at mattytarot@gmail.com. That's all one word, mattytarot@gmail.com. mattytarot@gmail.com. I'm going to put it in the comments as well. And just let me know that you're Dorothy Cotton and that you won the shadow work game on the 1st, April Fool's Day. Okay?
Okay, so Andrea, there are two guys. Oh, I love that. Okay. All right, and it is past our hour.
Yes, it is.
It is.
I just want to say, everybody, thank you for being so supportive in the chat about if like that really was going on. I have definitely had activity before that, I wasn't making that up, that part, but nothing like that. That's and also I wouldn't be reacting the way I was trying to act scared. So like,
oh my goodness, I go, did he do acting? Because that was really, when you came back, I was like, holy cow, that was great acting.
Oh, thank you.
That's awesome. So good.
Well, I'm glad it was convincing. Robert Charles, you request a reading by just putting it simply in the chat. Don't put any personal names, but we are done with our show this evening. So we're here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We do free readings and a random selection in the chat. You just enter your question and you may get selected for a reading. Okay, so tune back in this Wednesday or Friday if you'd like, but Wisdom Wednesdays in 2 days, 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Okay. Thank you guys for going along with the ride tonight, April Fool. And yes, Robert Charles, we'll see you next time. So we
Yeah.
had fun. We have fun doing that kind of crazy
Yeah.
stuff.
And Dorothy Cotton, if you're here, please reach out to me, mattytarot@gmail.com, to claim your prize. You won a reading free of charge with me. So I would love to set that up with you. But thank you, everybody. We'll see you on Wednesday.
See you Wednesday. Bye bye.